If you know a narcissist and you've ever seen them do the narcissistic smirk, you know what we're talking about today. We're going to talk about how narcissists react inappropriately to emotional situations in life. All right, so let's get started. My name is Angie Atkinson, and on this channel, I offer free daily video coaching to help you discover, understand, and overcome narcissistic abuse in relationships. I like to call it toxic relationship rehab. If that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button and let's get going. Consider it one step closer to taking back your life. But first, do you have your coffee? Today I'm using this Rockbridge cup. See, it's got a little barn on it. It says Rockbridge, Missouri, because my family and I sometimes go to this fishing ranch. I'm not really a big fisher person, but they love to fish. So it's a fishing ranch where you can do fly fishing in Missouri, about 4 hours from our house. It's a lot of fun, a little bit expensive, but worth it, I guess. Some people call it a perverted reaction. Some people call it just something out of the norm. But in any case, when you're dealing with a narcissist, one of the most obvious signs is inappropriate reactions to things around them. So if there's something horrible that happens in your life, you might look over at your narcissist and see them doing some kind of little weird smirk. I don't even know if I can do a smirk. It's a red flag and you can't miss it. It's downright shocking when you see it the first time. If you witness it often enough, you become aware of what it is. But when you're not familiar with it and you see it, you might think that's really weird. Like there's an episode of, that show Modern Family where Claire, who I'm not saying is a narcissist, I'm not trying to classify anybody on that show, but Claire, one of the blonde-haired lady on the show, she smiles when she hears about death. It's inappropriate. It feels weird. It feels shocking, right? It's the same kind of stuff with the narcissist. So when you do witness a narcissist having an inappropriate reaction to a serious situation, such as smirking when death is discussed or whatever, don't blow it off. It's a definite warning sign. There's another issue. Sometimes they get angry at things that should make them happy. Let's say that you brought home a new car for the narcissist and you won it at work and everything was awesome. Well, instead of being happy about that, they might be like, well, now we have to pay taxes on that car or whatever. The point is, the reason the narcissist has inappropriate reactions is because they don't understand emotions like normal people. And also, they get them on an intellectual level sometimes, but they definitely don't feel them the way that we do. The narcissist does what they do to shock you, to keep you off balance, to keep you focused on what they want you to focus on, which of course, guess what that is? It's them and their problems and everything about them, nothing about you. Feel me? All right. Narcissists have this thing where they love it when people are hurt. They love to see people fall. They actually, if someone gets fired, they might laugh about it. If someone's dog dies, they might tease them about it. If someone breaks up with their soulmate, or if someone falls down and breaks their neck, they relish it. They love it. And yet when someone gets good news, they're very negative. They don't care if they get negative attention. They just want attention. You ever have a situation where a narcissist made something that was all about you, all about them? Like maybe when you were in high school and you graduated, your narcissistic mother made it all about her. Or maybe when, you had a baby, your narcissistic sister made it all about her. I don't know. I'm just saying. These are things that can happen. So another thing that narcissists do, I think that is strange, is that they do this thing where they cry, but they don't actually produce tears. Have you ever seen that? Sure, they'll definitely shed real tears when it's convenient for them. They will, if they've been hurt or denied by a supply, let's say, or, if the situation calls for crying, but they don't have the tears, they will pretend to cry with everyone else. Like, say, if someone in the family dies or something like that, they will often cover their faces so that you can't see that their eyes are dry. But if you know them well, you'll know. Another thing they do is they have weird laughter. It sounds kind of forced sometimes, and it's usually loud, and if you listen carefully, it sounds like it's not coming from a genuine place, and that's probably because, unfortunately, it isn't. It's interesting when that happens, because sometimes other people in the room will notice, even if they're not aware that person's a narcissist, and they'll just kind of look and be quiet. I find that rather fascinating. And, another thing that they do is they are either super clean or super not clean. They tend to just, if you are by nature a neat freak, then your narcissist is most likely going to be the opposite. And I almost think they do it on purpose. And if you are by nature, you know, a little more laid back, then your narcissist is probably going to be highly OCD. I'm not saying that they turn into OCD or they turn into lazy because of the fact that you're not those things. But I am saying that they will become whatever it is that makes it easiest for them to attack you or make your life harder. It happens. So, something to think about. Some narcissists, they won't shower because they don't think they need to, or they won't brush their teeth, or they won't do anything to take care of their bodies, but these are the cerebral types, right? But then you've got your more overt, obvious narcissist, the somatic narcissist, who's very concerned about the way they look, very concerned about every single aspect of the way they look. Like, they would never come on YouTube with wet hair or whatever. I'm just playing around with that. I think it all has to do with what they were raised with, how, you know, and things like that. But when it comes back down to the strange reactions to normal situations or the strange reactions to situations that you wouldn't expect, it's interesting. They laugh at things they shouldn't. They cry about things that are all about them. They fake cry about things that they should real cry about. It's a cycle. So let me ask you a question. This is the question of the day. What did your narcissist do that was weird and inappropriate? How did they react inappropriately? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you have questions or comments or concerns, leave them for me too, because I can always answer those in another video. All right? Thanks so much for being here today. Thanks for being a part of my day and a part of my life. And hey, thanks for letting me be a part of yours. It really does mean a lot to me. I'll see you soon. It's my mission to teach others what I know to be true. You really can create the life you want. Take care of your body. Take care of your soul. Nurture the real you and introduce him or her to the world. Be comfortable in your own skin and in your place in this world. Take your spot. Take it now. And the universe will take its cue from you. You feel me? If so, subscribe to my channel. Let's get it done together.